Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bros Park. Today, unfortunately, it is a sad, sad day for us. It is the final episode of DanDaDan Season 2. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Colin, and I'm always joined by...
Yours truly, Jeff. How's everybody going? Dude, freaking no more DanDaDan Thursdays. I'm pretty sad about that.
I've got mixed feelings.
But I just looked online. Season 3 announced.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, makes sense.
Any
But,
release stage?
I didn't look too far into
Okay.
it, but I assume probably not for the next couple seasons or something, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get into this episode. It was the finale of season 2, and we start off, obviously, giant robot versus space kaiju, right?
Yeah, everybody's in their designated spots and they're all freaking out.
Yeah, they're all like, everybody choose one button to hit, and nothing could have gone worse.
Yeah, I like how an arm falls off, Cuckoo Bird comes out, OKARUN gets goddamn ejected.
Yeah.
I had to rewind a couple of times, I'm like, where's OKARUN this whole time? Because you see him he's getting ejected from the seat and you see him flying in the air. I'm like, wait a second. There's a little dust cloud of him getting sent out through the shoulder. I was like, this is so funny.
Yeah, dude, he got the toilet seat ejection.
My guy was done so dirty. And then he gets ejected, right? And then he gets off his seat and you see Evil Eye just make a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And then Meg is like, I'm finally out. And then he gets crushed by the freaking kaiju.
Yeah, but he pulls the whole Atlas with the world and just full stops the kaiju and just shoulder press the kaiju up, flips him on his back. It was pretty sick. I love Evil Eye in this episode.
He's so strong, man.
Yeah, of course. And I get where OKARUN's like, we can't let him fight because if we do, then he'll just want to fight everybody. But also, dude, this could be done. Just let him fight.
Exactly. If Evil Eye just unleashed his power, I think it would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
But you just see the kaiju just dogging on the mech this whole time because I think Kinta is trying to figure out how things go, and every time the mech gets hit, I love how there's automatic airbags that cushion everybody. That actually makes sense for the airbags to be there.
Yeah, of course.
Because if they weren't there, they'd be legit ground beef at that point.
Yeah, they'd just be smushed. And man, the whole concept of this robot being, okay, they make it by using the nanoskin, so it's anything you want it to be, great. But then the controls are just oh, anything you imagine it to want to do, you can just imagine it and it'll do it. And I'm like, this is such a throwaway of he doesn't have to learn shit. He doesn't have to know anything. There's no complicated movements. It's just imagine what the robot does and it does it. And I'm like, okay, it's
pretty cool.
Easy.
So Kinta does that. He transforms the robot into an even more gold Buddha, but it's more I guess efficient with its movements. It can actually run and shit.
Yeah.
And I like how the whole thing, how Ira and Momo they're in the robot, but they're not doing anything, right?
No.
I love how the reasoning behind it is because they're just suffering from motion sickness from the robot moving around. That's why they're just MIA.
Yeah, they're just so sick. And with the fight back and forth, it's just Kinta versus the kaiju, and they're just kind of doing their thing while OKARUN and Evil Eye are trying to catch up to it. And the whole time, Evil Eye's just having just a shit show of a time behind OKARUN while they're running. He's arms in there. He's I want to fight it. I want to fight it. And it's dude.
Dude, OKARUN's has to deal with Evil Eye and chase after them. I'm like, god damn, this guy's pulling double duty right now.
Yeah, dude. And we get a lot of Kinta's kind of backstory. Not that I guess it was a surprise to anybody, but obviously he got bullied for being really into basically Gundams and building models and stuff like that, and it's been his dream to pilot
otaku stuff. Yeah,
exactly. And it's his dream to pilot a giant robot, and he's finally doing it, so he's happy. But the kaiju kind of one-ups him when he hits the invisibility power again.
I like how Kinto's preparation, because he always dreamed of driving that a giant robot, and if it ever happened, he practiced by going to like the roller coasters and like
Yeah.
exposing himself to like G forces. So he's like, this motion sickness does nothing to me.
Yeah, he really planned ahead. I don't know when he thought it would happen, but he was dedicated.
Yeah. So then freaking the kaiju, like with invisibility just destroys the mech, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I think like that's at that point, Momo and Ira actually come out and they actually help out. So the mech actually sort of transforms too. It's got Ira's hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got Momo's spiritual hands holding all of its limbs together, and it looks so freaking metal.
Yeah, it's got like spirit arms and then the robot hands and then spirit legs and the robot feet, and it's this weird collaboration of all of their like abilities, and Ira uses the hair to wrap up the kaiju, and I loved it. Like, it was a super cool way to show that they all had something to do with it, you know?
Yeah, and don't forget it had the freaking Kamina eyeglasses from freaking Gurren Lagann. So I'm like, that's such a good callback right there.
That's true. It was just a whole bunch of different Easter eggs in this episode, which was nice.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would showcase how like the mech with like the abilities would fight, but then all it was just Momo doing a freaking Batista bomb.
Yeah, dude had to power slam the shit out of the kaiju, and then what? Poof goes the alien world.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's the end of it, because like legit, you see the mech just standing over the kaiju, and it like shrinks into like a smaller version of itself, and then boom, daytime, and everybody's like, what the? Where did this come from? Goddamn mech.
Yeah, dude. They're all saying like it's a UFO. It's a, what is it? UAM?
Yeah.
Something?
Yuma.
Yuma?
I think UMP or
Yeah.
something.
And basically, they're all in the real world, and they take the time to transform the robot with the nanoskin into just a UFO, but it's like a house UFO now, and fly it back to where ISA's place is.
Yeah, there's like videos, photos, and like eyewitnesses of this. So I think the whole like aliens shit is gonna be like front and center in like the news media. And if you saw, like, some person was taking like photos, and like it showed like brief periods where it was like the mech was like transforming, you could actually see Kenta, Momo, and Ira in one of the pictures.
Yeah, in the window or whatever it was.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if that's gonna be that's gonna have some drawbacks in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll come out in season 3 in some way we don't expect, but with that, they fly away, and OKARUN just kind of catches up with Evil Eye, who is having kind of a temper tantrum because he's climbing a building. OKARUN's like, you can't do that. He's like, I can't do this. I can't do that. You can't tell me what to do anymore. I'm climbing this building, okay?
It's just like, why that?
Why that out of everything? So OKARUN goes to the Konbini, throws down his 150 yen, grabs a hot pork bun, and says, Evil Eye, eat it. He eats it. It burns his mouth, and obviously because it's hot, Evil Eye changes it to GG, which is, it's smart.
Yeah. And then they're just like, everyone's crowding around this kaiju, the smaller version of it, and like OKARUN gets GG's like, yo, we gotta get this thing out of here, man. It's not safe, right? And then like there was a small glimpse, so you could see like 2 glowing things inside the kaiju's mouth before they picked it up. I was like, oh, I wonder what that's all about. So I was wondering if that the golden ball was in it. But then like they grab the kaiju and just start booking it, and there's like a mob chasing after him, and then it showcases them like running through different parts of the like city and town, and like every time they ran, less and less people were there, and then they get back to the place and like no one chasing them. So I'm like, wait a second, OKARUN's actually super strong when you really think about it. I know Gigi's like has like built-in strength and everything, but like OKARUN was able to carry the kaiju and keep up with Gigi, running that kaiju all the way back to the ISA household.
Dude, they're fit as hell, and they huffed it all the way there, which is awesome. And they get there, and Kinta is just God, I hate
He's so
Kenta.
smug. He's so smug.
I hate him so much, and he's like,
I
I
love
did
his voice actor
everything.
too. I love his
Yeah,
voice actor.
I mean, it fits perfectly, but he's just like, I did everything. I saved Ayase and Ira. You guys did nothing. He keeps calling Gigi just handsome guy, like no name, and he's just like, I can't trust you. Yo, what's the point of you being handsome if you're not gonna do anything? And on the other side of it, Ira and Momo are fine, but they are just throwing up.
Yeah, they're just puking their lungs out. They're like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
And freaking Okarun like inspects the kaiju's mouth, right? Because I think he's just looking for his kintama, you know. And then he's like, wait a second, I swear I saw like a person in there. So they're like, wait a second, did the kaiju eat somebody? So they inspect it further and they see like a zipper on the inside. Like, whoa, what the hell? So like Okarun unzips it and boom, bam. What does he see, man? What does he see?
Dude, of course it's a baddie alien. Of course it's a baddie alien. Like, what do we? Would it be
like,
anything else?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect like an alien girl to be in there manning the kaiju.
I didn't expect an alien girl. I thought it was gonna be like a peeny weeny situation. You know?
Yeah.
But
and then she wakes up and you know Momo comes out. She's just like, hey Kenta, help me like fix this house with the nano skin, right? And then as soon as she walks out, she sees the alien girl and Okarun kissing, bro. I was like,
yeah,
blew my mind because I was like, dude, I wonder if there's this season's gonna end up with a kiss between Momo and Okarun. Just Okarun and this random baddie alien girl.
dude, I'm so sad. I feel like this whole season, I'm like, dude, like I've like this romance, I've been pining for it and being like, hey, let's get into it, let's do it, come on. And no, it's this fucking alien chick. Momo's devastated. I'm sure that Okarun's gonna need some excuse as to like, it wasn't me, it was her next season. She's gonna be fighting for him. Same thing with Ira. And is it a harem anime?
Dude, Okarun's in his popular phase, man. He's got 3 girls after him. And I like the callback to episode 1 of season 1, where she, you know, I like how like the now skin turns into heart. She freaking death grips it, explodes, and the house explodes after them. And you get the same like music in the background.
Yep.
When in season 1, the freaking UFO drops down, explodes when he says his name is like Ken Takakura.
Yes,
I was like, god damn. I was like, wow. Well done. And way to end it on a cliffhanger too.
Dude, I need season 3. I just need more Okarun and Momo because I just can't handle where we're at right now.
Yeah, dude. I was wondering like, would they do like a season 3 opening of a movie? But then there's like not really anything to go off with making a movie, right?
No, unless it's like this alien is like one big arc and they just do that whole arc in the movie or something. That could be the way, but who knows? We'll have to see how it goes.
Overall, great episode. Sad that, you know, the episode's over and the season's over.
Overall, great season, dude. Overall, great season.
I know. So good, dude. Can you imagine if from the beginning of this season, we got introduced to the freaking like creepy household, you know, the family line with the gray skin and everything? That feels like it was like years ago, right?
Yeah, dude. I forgot who you were talking about. The grandma's still on the loose, isn't she?
The Jennifer Lopez martial artist.
She said she's still out to hunt Momo, and then we never saw her anymore.
Yeah, she's subterranean. Yeah, dude, like that felt like so long ago that like this series, even though like it wasn't like it was like a couple months ago, the series has done such a good job of like, you know, transitioning between different arcs. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it's still a season 2.
Yeah, it's good pacing and it's good, honestly, everything. The only episode that I think for me in the season that was a bit slow was the music episode.
The choir one, yeah. I get that. But dude,
beyond that, great.
It is sad.
Well, I think that'll do it for our final DanDaDan season 2 episode. Thank you all for coming along on this journey with us. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of this season finale. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, check out all the other series that we are honestly going to be finishing up in the next couple weeks here. and let us know what series you want to see next. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Peace, guys.